Howdy, partners! My name is McKenzie Hagenbauch, and this summer I have the honor and privilege to serve as the New Mexico Meadow Jumping Mouse intern here in southern New Mexico at the Bosque del Apache National Wildlife Refuge. With personal career goals and aspirations of becoming a refuge biologist for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, this internship is pushing me closer and closer to my goals and dreams every single day. This summer, I'm finding Bigfoot. Follow along as I construct a camera trap. The New Mexico Meadow Jumping Mouse is a small enigma compared to the rest. It is an elusive, semi-aquatic rodent who goes into a hibernaculum between the months of November through April, emerging for a short period of time to feed, breed, and birth pups from May through October. This endangered species was listed by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service in 2014 and was awarded critical habitat designation here at the refuge 2 years later in 2016. Unlike any true rats or mice, this species has an abnormally large back foot used for jumping, hence the name Bigfoot, earning it a special spot in the family Dipodidae. Here at U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, managers of national wildlife refuges choose to select biological priorities specific to the needs of their location. These are defined as a set of the most important objectives in which the Bosque del Apache National Wildlife Refuge has to help guide their management efforts and focus their work towards. This summer, through my internship, I'm directly assisting the refuge achieving a paramount biological priority, being the protection of endangered species and their habitats. At the refuge, I've placed 25 camera traps throughout the landscape to monitor the wild populations of the New Mexico Meadow jumping mice. My project requires me to check each camera and move them to brand new locations in which I am responsible for determining myself based off of the available and collected data quite frequently. A highlight of my internship thus far is the independence in which I have been given. This opportunity has given me the freedom to not only hypothesize and stew over new questions I may have, but to also put the scientific method into use and test my ideas out. For example, I've placed a camera into a field in which we have no historical detections to try and decipher whether or not this unit is being used by the mouse as a site for day nesting. Gaining this information would be huge for the project at hand. I'm so thankful I've been given ownership and some level of creative freedom to carry out here in my project. And that is how I deploy the camera traps. Now, no one said this was going to be easy, and I've certainly hurdled a challenge or two during my time working on this project. My main enemies? Mosquitoes and ants. The mosquitoes like to swarm me, and I can't blame them for thinking that I'm sweet. But they can certainly blame me for invading their home here in the mouse habitats. It's a love-hate relationship. Pro tip, do your best to stay calm and try to work as efficiently as possible to get in and out fast. The ants go marching one by one right into my cameras. They seem to like to take refuge here, but I won't allow it. I had to get creative and come up with a solution to keep ants away without deterring the mice. That means my solution had to be scentless. Here, you can see me mixing a white vinegar diluted with water solution to use as an ant repellent. And I'm happy to report I've had great success with this concoction. I think the ants know now not to mess with me. How can my work serve as a model to make life easier on future New Mexico Meadow Jumping Mouse interns? Personally, I have more of an interest in understanding wildlife than I do plants, so learning plant ID didn't come as easy for me. I have worked to update a vegetation guide of plants useful to the mouse in a folder accessible by all future interns who come after me to help aid in their success IDing plants in the mouse habitat. I am a recent graduate of the State University of New York College of Environmental Science and Forestry. Every day in my current internship, I am happily exercising my degree in environmental studies with focuses in wildlife science, recreation resource and protected area management, and communications. For me, it has been incredibly fulfilling to have been granted an internship full of work which directly correlates with my earned and learned education in regards to protecting an endangered species and its critical habitat. Last summer, I gained experience in my area of study right here at the Bosque del Apache National Wildlife Refuge, except then I was studying 2 endangered species of birds. Both last summer and currently, I've been able to fine-tune my professional skills through my experience. I've been able to develop excellent verbal and technical writing skills, strong communication and public speaking skills, as well as epic public outreach skills. I've even learned just how to act like a professional in both team settings and independent ones. Each and every day, I'm working towards a better me, professionally and personally. And I couldn't be more excited and more validated in this stage of my personal life and especially my professional career. I'd like to especially thank SUU IIC for their time and commitment towards me as a developing career professional. Thank you.